can see myself there. Too much of myself. Hello. Can you hear me? Hi. Hey. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, I'm here. It's Wednesday. How y'all doing? All right. I got nothing. I'm just going to start playing some music because I'll let y'all know. Oh, it's too early in the morning. Oh, yes. So it was one of those days. So let's just play something. And we'll go from there. How's that sound? I hope that sounds good to you because that's what I'm going to do. Let's see here. Good. Let's start with a oldie but goodie.
The sun came up upon the left, out of the sea came he. And he shone bright, and on the right went down into the sea. Higher and higher every day, till over the mast at noon. The wedding guest here beat his breast, for he heard the loud bassoon. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she, nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beat his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. And now the storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his oar, taking wings, and chased us south along. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she, nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beats his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The storm blast came, and he was tyrannous and strong. He struck with his oar, taking wings, and chased us south along. The bride hath paced into the hall, red as a rose is she, no new, nodding their heads before her goes the merry minstrelsy, the merry minstrelsy. The wedding guest he beats his breast, yet he cannot choose but hear. And thus spake on that ancient man, the bright-eyed mariner. The bright-eyed mariner. The bright-eyed mariner. The bright-eyed mariner. The bright-eyed mariner.
Good morning. All right, I'm going to say good morning, people. Because we got How's. How's it going, Indigo? How art thou this morning? And how's it going, Pizza? Hopefully you had a good day yesterday because you missed. You should go back and finish. And then we got our Teutonic warrior goddess here, Miriam. And there's Kathy. How is it going, Kathy? All right. Hey, take as much time off as you need. This world's messed up enough. Sometimes you gotta. And then we got 4 pizzas from Pizza and 3 Zenus from Miriam. And of course, ain't nothing wrong with that. Well, I don't have a regular show this morning because after I got done yesterday, I ended up going to my buddy's house and taking him to, he had 3 appointments yesterday, a scan, a couple doctor's appointments, and those couple doctor's appointments ended up being causing blood work and x-rays. So we didn't leave Conway Regional Imaging Center until almost 6. And that's when they closed. So by the time I got home at almost 7, it was like, nah, this guy's not doing junk. I ain't doing bunk, but going to bed. That's what I did. So, yeah, here we go. Let me do this, y'all. Yeah, let's get some more bangers. How about this one? You like this one, don't you? How about a little reggae? Huh?
When you are old and gray and full of sleep, and nodding by the fire, take down this book and slowly read and dream of the soft look your eyes had once, and of their shadows deep. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love fall so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. And bending down beside the glowing bars, murmur a little sadly how love fled, and paced upon the mountains overhead, and hid his face amid a crowd of stars. How many love your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love fall so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Your moments of glad grace, and love your beauty with love fall so true. But one man loved the pilgrim soul in you, and loved the sorrows of your changing face. Oh yeah.
Well, now you know. And knowing's half the battle, and violence is the other. That's cool. A good cry is always good to have, especially with someone who seems to care. Yeah. Oh. You haven't been here for the past couple of days now, have you? Well, you said here, and I really do appreciate it, because if you want me to put something up that you like, that's an earworm for you, if, I should have freaking, it does it, because most of my earworms these days are stuff that I produce, like, I'm about to play 3 songs. I put them in a rotating playlist yesterday, 3 songs that you haven't heard, Miriam, but the rest of you, especially you Celts, know exactly what I'm doing. Talking, you guys know exactly what I'm going to play. Miriam, you are in for a treat. Oh boy. Oh, I love it. Let's get these playing here. We're going to start with, not that one, but this one. This is one of my latest shorts.
This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. This plowman dead in battle slept out of doors many a frozen night, and merrily answered staid drinkers, good bedmen and all boors, at Mrs. Greenland's hawthorn bush. Said he, I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. Above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps. I slept, none knew which bush above the town, beyond the drover, 100 spot the down, in Wiltshire, and where now at last he sleeps, more sound in France that to his secret keeps.
The image for a video I have for that one is, before it starts, you got perspective of, dude walking on a dock, maybe back from the colonial days or whatever, really rough Irish lads going to the pub after work. And when they get to their table and they got their drinks, one of them raises his glass and starts singing. And then, of course, it just shows I like the rotating camera angle, one complete shot, one rotating camera angle around them as they're singing the song. You got to do what you got to do. All right. Let's play the second one then. Because this one is, I don't know, I haven't figured out the just listen. If it'll play.
The linnet in the rocky dells, the moorlark in the air, the bee among the heather bells that hide my lady fair. The wild deer grows above her breast, the wild birds raise their brood, and they, her smiles of love caressed, have left her solitude. I ween that when the grave's dark wall did first her form retain, they thought their hearts could ne'er recall the light of joy again. They thought the tide of grief would flow unchecked through future years, but where is all their anguish now, and where are all their tears?
Hey, Brester, make sure to give a like of the ear scratches for us, and the belly rubs and the nose boops. How is it going? Yes, the Highland song. Oh yeah, like I said, that song had given the imagery of it, okay, and the fact that I put in desert rock and it came up with that. I don't know, So Pizza was the one who suggested desert rock, so he's kind of responsible for that one too. And if you want to listen to that one over and over again, there's the link because it's my newest video. And then of course the other one, and then of course we got here the playlist. As soon as you get the playlist ready, share it whenever you're here. Here's the Highland song. I'm glad you guys like it because I love it. I like I said, this next one coming up with the last one, the last two. Yesterday I was like put them on a loop. Hey, weird fits in here. That's why you're part of the family. Desert rock and avant-garde. What I did was I took the original track that it spit out and we listened to the best, the ones that y'all commented on the most or whatever, and I take it and I cover it with that genre, and it was desert rock and avant-garde, and that's what it came up with using those words. And the original, it's magic. It's the closest freaking thing to magic I have in my life these days, All right, let's play this third one, and then we'll play something else. Because this is Ode. The last campaign was basically done in the same fashion as that last one.
Spring, thy impatient bloom restrain, nor wake so soon thy genial power. For deeds of death must hail thy reign, and clouds of fate around thee low. Alas, not all thy store of charms for patriot hearts can comfort find, or lull to peace the dread alarms which rack the friends of humankind. In vain thy balmy breath to me sends with its sweets the evening gale. In vain the violet's charms I see, or fondly mark thy primrose pale. To me thy softest zephyrs breathe of sorrow's soul distracting tone. To me thy most attractive wreath seems tinged with human blood alone. Arrest thy steps, thou source of love, thou genial friend of joy and life. Let not thy smile propitious prove to works of carnage, scenes of strife. Bid winter all his frowns recall, and back his icy footsteps trace. Again the soil and frost enthrall, and check the war fiend's murderous chase. A fruitless prayer thy
tour through the Highlands, I don't think you have to worry about that. Okay, I might have deep roots, Scotch Irish, and part of my ancestry and everything, but I kind of draw the line at bagpipes. They're good in small doses. No, but my buddy that I help out all the time, take medical appointments and stuff, he actually has. He doesn't wear it anymore. I don't even know if he could. A formal kilt suit, like the fancy freaking shirt and jacket with a kilt that he could like freaking wear to a black tie occasion. He has one. I seen him in it. It's pretty freaking neat. Just that regular, the regular old generic Scottish red tartan pattern. Pretty cool. When I messed around with the SCA at one point, the persona I had was a McLeod. Of course, it was I like the Scottish and the Irish. They don't have to be made out of wool. They run out of cotton. Hey, how is it going? How is it going, Sophia? Well, you showed up when I'm just trying to figure out what to play next, and I think you gave me the idea or not. In the meantime, let's play this one. that one is over way too soon. Yes, embrace the weird. Navy bluegrass band. Yeah, we're definitely going to play some bluegrass, but not quite yet because we got Sophia here. We're also going to play something. That folder, not in that folder, in this folder. Let's go down a little bit, and we have here. Hadn't heard this one in a while.
As a twig trembles which a bird lights on to sing, then leaves unbent, so is my memory thrilled and stirred. I only know she came and went, as clasped some lake by gusts unriven, the blue dome's measureless content. So my soul held that moment's heaven. I only know she came and went. As at one bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Stood and met my gaze through the low doorway of my tent. The tent is struck, the vision stays. I only know she came and went. Has anyone bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Oh, when the room grows slowly dim and life's last toil is nearly spent, one gush of light these eyes will brim, only to think she came and went. Only to think she came and went. As everyone bound our swift spring heaps, the orchard's full of bloom and scent. So clothe her May my wintry sleeps. I only know she came and went. Only to think she came and went.
My fellow veteran. You wouldn't catch me dead in public in my Dixie cup these days. We didn't get a cool beret. Yeah, it was either a Dixie cup, little Dixie cups, or of course those were required with dress, and I still have my dress blues, or the little envelope looking freaking hats. The little combination, whatever I think they call it. But yeah, I bet you that was cool. And definitely there's the good sort of weird, which we embrace here. The creepy sort of weird, no. All right. So what do you think of the show so far? Because, we're just playing random stuff like, oh, no, not that one. Oh! Let's play this one.
Down dropped the breeze, the sails dropped down. 'Twas sad as sad could be, and we did speak only to break the silence of the sea. All in a hot and copper sky, the bloody sun at noon, right up above the mast did stand, no bigger than the moon. Day after day, day after day, we stuck, no breath, no motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. The very deep did rot. Oh Christ, that ever this should be. Yes, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea. Day after day, day after day, we stuck, nor breath, nor motion, as idle as a painted ship upon a painted ocean. Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. The very deep did rot. Oh Christ, that ever this should be. Yea, slimy things did crawl with legs upon the slimy sea.
All right. Now, I'm biased. I think freaking U.S. Navy dress blues are freaking, especially if they're done right and they fit you right, freaking one of the best dress uniforms of any enlisted, at least in the American military. Like I said, I'm a little biased, but freaking the dress blues for the Marines. Now, those are freaking sharp, especially when the ones that got the blood stripe down the bottom, down the side of the pant. Yeah, a good Marine, knows what he's doing. Yeah, so, I'm sure you did. All right. The way they do it in the American military is they give you the money for the clothes, and then they take it right back when they give you the clothes. That's your initial when you're in boot camp. It's fun. You get these when you're in boot camp. The usual thing. You're in a big room with a bunch of dudes. They strip you, starkers, and you're at attention. You're freaking everything's out. And I was 30 years old and I was still scared shitless. And we had our bag with us, and they had us drop the bag and then pick it up in unison, and drop the bag and pick it up in unison, and drop the bag and pick it up in unison. Yeah, that was funny. It's just the uniform. Variety is the spice of life, man. Tell you, boot camps was an interesting experience for me. The first week or so, week and a half, I was scared shitless until I got used to it. And I was a 30-year-old man. Shows you about how, in some ways, I needed to catch up with life. It helped me. By the time boot camp ended, it became routine. That's how they get you. We're changing it up a little bit.
Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon. Bees escaping out the moon. Bees returning through the moon. Silver bees intently buzzing. Silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I a drone, lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. Within this black hive tonight, there swarm a million bees. Bees passing in and out the moon. Bees escaping out the moon. turning through the moon, silver bees intently buzzing, silver honey dripping from the swarm of bees. Earth is a waxen cell of the world comb, and I, a drone lying on my back, lipping honey, getting drunk with that silver honey. Wish that I might fly out past the moon and curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower. When curl forever in some far-off farmyard flower.
That goes without saying, but we're a family-friendly show here most of the time. Yeah, I know when I think the it's still there, although they did try to spray it away or something. I don't know. It's best to be scared of freaking hornets and wasps. Them things are nasty. I got red wasps around here. Those freaking things are mean. Cool. I need tequila. Oh, but one of my favorite lines ever is in that one, to fly out past the moon and curl up forever in some far-off farmyard flower. That's my idea of heaven, But yeah. Oh, and if you put it in the chat, it must have not came through. So yeah. Sorry. Let's see here. Hey, fellow Arky, how's it going? Did y'all get some relief yesterday with the rain? No, I haven't melted yet. It was friggin' hot, and then that rain came through yesterday. It's kind of cooled stuff down a little bit around here. So I hope you're having a good one, Lisa. So yes, we're just playing random tracks today because we can. Let's see here. Let's do some bluegrass. How's that sound? Here, we all love this one.
All thoughts, all passions, all delights, whatever stirs this mortal frame, all are but ministers of love, and feed his sacred. Oft in my waking dreams do I live o'er again that happy hour, when midway on the mount I lay beside the ruined tower. The moonshine stealing o'er the scene had blended with the lights of eve, and she was there, my hope, my joy, my own dear Genevieve.
She leant against the armored round the statue of the armed knight. She stood and listened to my lay amid the lingering light. Few sorrows hath she of her own, my hope, my joy, my Genevieve. She loves me best whene'er I sing the songs that make her grieve.
I played a soft and doleful air, I sang an old and moving story, an old rude song that suited well that ruin wild and hoary.
She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and
modest grace. For well she knew I could not choose but gaze upon her face. I told her of the knight that wore upon his shield a burning brand, and that for 10 long years he wooed the lady of the land.
I told her how he pined, and the deep, the low, the pleading tone
with which I sang another's love interpreted my own. She listened with a flitting blush, with downcast eyes and modest grace, and she forgave me that I gazed too fondly on her face.
But when I told the cruel scorn
that crazed that bold and lovely knight,
and that he crossed the
mountain woods, nor rested day nor night, that sometimes from the savage din, and sometimes from the darksome shade, and sometimes starting up at once in green and sunny glade, there came and looked him in the face an angel beautiful and bright, and that he knew it was a fiend, this miserable night, and that unknowing what he did, he leaped amid a murderous band, saved from outrage worse than death the lady of the land. And how she wept and clasped his knees, and how she tended him in vain, and ever strove to expiate the scorn that crazed his brain, and that she nursed him in a cave, and how his madness went away when on the yellow forest leaves a dying man he lay. His dying words, but when I reached that tenderest strain of all the ditty, my faltering voice and pausing harp disturb her soul with pity. All impulses of soul and sense had thrilled my guileless Genevieve, the music and the doleful tale, the rich and balmy, and hopes and fears that kindle hope, an undistinguishable throng, in gentle wishes long subdued, subdued and cherished long. She wept with pity and delight, she blushed with love and virgin shame, and like the murmur of a dream, I heard her breathe my name. Her bosom heaved, she stepped aside, as conscious of my look she stepped. Then suddenly with timorous eyes she fled to me and wept. She half enclosed me with her arms, she pressed me with a meek embrace, and bending back her head looked up and gazed upon my face. 'Twas partly love and partly fear, and partly 'twas a bashful art, that I might rather feel than see the swelling of her heart. I calmed her fears and she was calm, and told her love with virgin pride, and so I won my Genevieve, my bright and beauteous bride.
Some of it. Although I'm not too versed in her stuff, just the Arms of the Angel song that they play with the commercials for the dogs that makes me want to slit my wrists. because it's so sad. Uh, if if your definition is very, very loose, nah, we do cool stuff here if you like. So yeah, every morning. I mean, as you can see, most of the time I have no idea what I'm talking about. So yeah, the that bass kind of stuff, the way they did that. One of my criticisms about that is there's certain parts in it where they're like switching back from male to female, and kind of like there's no distinction between it. Kind of melds, and it's like would make it difficult to do a video. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. So how you doing, man? All right. Let's just go ahead and play some more. Because, we have a lot to play here. I'm just gonna... Here. Let's play this one.
I sought a thing, I sought for it in vain. I sought it daily for 6 weeks or so. Maybe at last, being but a broken man, I must be satisfied with my heart, although winter and summer till old age began. My circus animals were all on show. Those stilted boys, that burnished chariot, lion and woman, and the Lord knows what. What can I but enumerate old themes? First, that sea rider hoising led by the nose through 3 enchanted islands, allegory, poor dreams, vain gaiety, vain battle, vain repose. Greed of the embittered heart, or so it seems, that might adorn old songs or courtly shows. But what care that set him on to ride? I starred for the bosom of his fairy bride. And then a counter-truth filled out its play. The Countess Kathleen was the name I gave it. She, pity-crazed, had given her soul away, but masterful heaven had intervened to save it. I thought my dear must her own soul destroy, so did fanaticism and hate enslave it. And this brought forth a dream, and soon enough this dream itself had all my thoughts and love. And when the fool and blind man stole the bread, cook showman fought the ungovernable sea. Heart mysteries there, and yet when all is said, it was the dream itself enchanted me. Character isolated by a deed, to engross the present and dominate memory. Players and painted stage took all my love, and not those things that they were emblems of. Those masterful images, because complete, grew in pure mind, but out of what began a mound of refuse, or the sweepings of a street. Old kettles, old bottles, and a broken can. Old iron, old bones, old rags, and a raving slut. Who keeps the till now that my ladder's gone? I must lie down where all the ladders start, in the foul rag and bone shop of the heart.
Gotta love William Butler Yeats. And we can talk about this. Fraternities have traditional uniforms for church on Sundays. They come up from under the table for. The dude fell asleep at organ mid-sermon. Oh, well, if the sermon's boring, I'm blaming him for falling asleep. led through the whole ordeal where people climbed up mid-mass. It was hilarious. Kathleen, that's you. Cool. Yes, that is a beautiful Irish name. They used to kept it interesting, huh? All right. Speaking of interesting, let's see here. Oh, let's play this one.
The prince leans to the girl in scarlet heels, her green eyes slant, hair flaring in a fan of silver as the rondo slows now reels, begin on tilted violins to span. The whole revolving tall glass palace hall, where guests slide gliding into light like wine. Rose candles flicker on the lilac wall, reflecting in a million flagons shine. And glided couples all in whirling trance follow holiday revel begun long since, until near 12 a strange girl all at once, guilt-stricken, halts, pales, clings to the prince. As amid the hectic music and cocktail talk, she hears the caustic ticking of the clock. She hears the caustic ticking of the clock, and makes no toy instead of forth like. And make Joseph which friend I fence, and mid our meeting words to city most shine. And glided couples all in whirling trance follow holiday revel begun long since, until near 12 a strange girl all at once, guilt-stricken, halts, pales, clings to the prince. As amid the hectic music and cocktail talk, she hears the caustic ticking of the clock.
Wow, I'm kind of behind in the conversation because I was trying to figure out what we'll play next. Or if this will catch up. Uh-huh. Cool. Yeah, I think we're still at 451. Subscriber anxiety is real. How many chips and garlic mayo? Chips and mayo. What's this ranch? Okay. Going live with tea? Cool. Yeah, it's almost time for breakfast because I really didn't have breakfast this morning. Because the store wasn't open. I don't know. Okie dokie. I don't know why the store wasn't open. I had a cup of coffee and a half a bagel. Yes, it is a beautiful name, Kathleen. All right. Oh, that thing. I forgot I even had that thing. uh, yeah. I just want to get it where I can give you membership so I can think of something cool. What are we gonna play here? Oh, let's play this one.
The robin laughed in the orange tree. Oh, windy north, a fig for thee. Wild breasts are red and wings are bold, and green trees wave us globes of gold. Time's sighs shall reap but bliss for me.
Sunlight song and the orange tree
Burn golden globes in leafy sky. My orange planet's crimson eye will shine and shoot among the spheres and thread the heavenly orange tree
with orbits bright of minstrelsy.
If that I hate wild winter spy, the gibbet trees, the world in wide, the sky but gray, wind over gray. Why should I ache the season slay? I'll sing from the top of the orange tree, Gramercy, winter's tyranny. South with the sun and keep my climb. My wing is king of the summertime. My breast to the sun his torch shall hold, and I'll call down through the green and gold. Time, take thy scythe, reap bliss for me. Be steer thee under the orange tree.
I gotta make sure that I'm subscribed to. Let's see here. All right. Let's just play some random here. Why not? We got his here. We can go there. Ooh, yeah. Let's get her dance on a little bit. Here.
Drum on your drums, batter on your banjo. Sob on the long, cool, winding saxophone. Go to it, oh Jasmine.
Sling your knuckles on the bottoms of the happy. Tin pans, let your trombones ooze and go hush-a. Hush-a, hush with the slippery sandpaper.
Moan like an autumn wind high in the lonesome treetops. Moan soft like you wanted somebody terrible. Cry like a racing car slipping away from a
altogether drunk.
Traps, banjos, horns, tin cans make two people fight on the top of a stair and scratch each other's eyes in a clinch, tumbling down the stairs. Can the rough stuff now a Mississippi steamboat pushes up the night river with a hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Lanterns calling to the high soft stars. A red moon rides on the humps of the low river hills. Go to it, oh jazzman.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Here lies a lady of beauty and high degree of chills and fever. She died of fever and chill. The delight of her husband, her aunts, an infant of 3. Of medicals marveling sweetly on her ills. For either she burned and her confident eyes would blaze, and her fingers fly in a manner to puzzle their heads. What was she making? Why nothing? She sat in a maze of old scraps of laces snipped into curious shreds. Or this would pass and the light of her fire decline, till she lay discouraged and cold as a thin stalk, white and blown, and would not open her eyes to kisses to wine. The sixth of these states was her last. The cold settled down. Sweet ladies, long may ye bloom, and toughly I hope ye may thaw. But was she not lucky in flowers and lace and mourning? In love and great honor we bade God rest her soul. After 6 little spaces of chill and 6 of burning.
Night. Sweet dreams. It's your birthday. Happy birthday. I don't know. I'm barely cosplaying as myself as it is most of the time. And since it's Ophel's birthday and it's a lullaby, I think here We are going to play this one. A lullaby for Fila.
Fold your wings, little blue pigeon with velvet eyes. Sleep to the singing of mother birds swinging, swinging the nest where her little one lies. Away out yonder, I see a star, silvery star with a tinkling song to the soft dew falling. I hear it calling, calling and tinkling the night in through the window, a moonbeam comes, little gold moonbeam with misty wings, all silently creeping. It asks, is he sleeping, sleeping and dreaming while mother sings? Up from the sea there floats the sob of the waves that are breaking upon the shore, as though they were groaning in anguish and moaning, bemoaning the ship that shall come no more. But sleep, little pigeon, and fold your wings, little blue pigeon with mournful eyes. Am I not singing? See, I am swinging, swinging the nest where my darling lies.
I'm glad you liked our little Sabbath-inspired lullaby. All right, have a good one, Avila. Thanks for sticking around. No, thank you. Pizza's always good. Yeah, I that one just worked out pretty cool the way it does it. You know, that because I've got those certain personas that kind of do certain genres, like, you know, the Sabbath inspired metal and this, that, and, you know what we like here. Stuff like this.
Do not suddenly break the branch or hold
I was questionnaire little thingy for my poetry class that I was working on, and one of the questions was what is your favorite poet slash poem? For me, hands down. If you've watched me for any length of time, you know that my favorite poem, Love Song of J. Prufrock, by my favorite poet, T.S. Eliot, the guy who wrote the words that was the Landscapes #3. He wrote that. I'm part of a 4-part thing called Landscapes. Well, there's a point to this. On one of my Facebook pages, someone on one of those Facebook poetry pages that I have that I'm on, someone posted a recording of him reading them, all 4 of them. I was like, it's a YouTube video, so I clicked on it. And I just remembered, because I'd heard his voice once back when I was in college. He was an expat American, but in the 20s he moved to Britain, along with a lot of the other lost generations who were disillusioned with life in the United States, which I can totally understand how they felt 100 years later. But the thing is, he went full Brit, and the quality of his voice, it's like a bad imitation of a hoity-toity posh British, not posh, but he tried to do the aristocratic British accent, and he failed miserably. But I love his work. Yeah, if you want to know me and the type of person that I am, the Love Song of J. Prufrock is a good place to start. And also, I love the blues.
Fly buzz when I died. The stillness in the room was like the stillness in the air between the heaves of storm. The eyes around had wrung them dry, and breaths were gathering firm for that last onset when the king be witnessed in the room. Keepsake signed away. What portion of me be assignable? And then it was there interposed a fly with blue uncertain stumbling buzz between the light and me. And then the windows failed, and then I could not see to see.
That's nice.
I met the bishop on the road, and much said he and I. Those breasts are flat and falling now. Those veins must soon be dry. Live in a heavenly mansion, not in some foul sty. Fair and foul are near of kin, and fair needs foul, I cried. My friends are gone, but that's the truth. No grave, no bed denied. Learned in bodily lowliness and in the heart's pride. A woman can be proud and stiff when on love intent, but love is pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold that has not been rent. When on love intent, but love has pitched his mansion in the place of excrement. For nothing can be sold or whole that has not been shot from a bower eaves. He rode between the barley sheaves. The sun came dazzling through the leaves and flamed upon the brazen greaves of bold Sir Lancelot. A Red Cross Knight forever kneel to a lady in his shield that sparkled on the yellow field beside remote Shalott. The gemmy bridle glittered free like to some branch of stars we see hung in the golden galaxy. The bridle bells rang merrily as he rode down from Camelot. And from his blazoned baldric slung a mighty silver bugle hung. And as he rode his armor rung beside remote Shalott. Sunlight glowed on burnished hooves. His warhorse strode from underneath. His helmet flowed, his coal black curls as on he rode, as he rode down from Camelot. From the bank flashed into the crystal mirror. Tira-lira, sang Sir Lancelot. Oh, she left the web, she left the loom. She made 3 paces through the room. She saw the waterflower bloom. She saw the helmet and the plume. She looked down the Camelot, out flew the web and floated wide. The mirror cracked, the curse has come upon me, cried the Lady of Shalott.
Well, I'm glad you liked the show today, because I'm just playing random stuff. All right, I'm gonna play one more, and then I gotta go, because we got stuff to do today. I don't know what yet, but yeah, I'm gonna go do it. All right, let's end with a fave here, because gotta do this too. Have an awesome day, and all that jazz and stuff. And I'm gonna play us out with bookends. What do y'all think? Because there it is, and here we go.
Bake the day she suddenly dropped dead. We chew it slowly, that last apple pie. Shocked into sleeplessness, you're scared of bed. We never could talk much, and now don't try. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that grape, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books. You're like bookends, the pair of you, she'd say. Hog that crate, say nothing, sit, sleep, stare. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. The scholar me, you worn out on poor pay. Only our silence made us seem a pair. Not as good for staring in blue gas. Too regular each, but each yellow spike. At night you need my company to pass, and she not here to tell us we're alike. Your life's all shattered into smithereens. Back in our silences and sullen looks. For all the scotch we drink, what's still betweens? Not the 30 or so years, but books, books, books.
Yeah, I'll see y'all tomorrow. Regular show. I'll make sure to do one. Good. I'm glad you like the show. Okay, I have nothing else. It's too early and I've been up too long and I need breakfast. So I'm going to go eat breakfast.